Yeah, so Glorfindel was and his escorts were going to split off from us and go kill the drakes. He was insistent upon giving the ring to us. He was not at all concerned for our safety, despite leaving us with no escorts. He took all our escorts. It's just us and Radagast. And he was going off with all our escorts to deal with the drakes. And he gave the ring to Melrain, who took the opportunity to try and switch it for her forgery. And we're like, no, you should really keep it with you, trying to give him back the forgery. So that, when he comes back, he doesn't try and get the real ring again. He didn't buy it. He just seemed really, we tried to explain it to him. Like, we had a whole plan. This plan was like 3 levels higher than Glorfindel's IQ could take. He just could not comprehend the plan we were trying to explain to him. So it's like,
this was a simple plan.
it was a simple plan. We explained
I was also trying
there
to
were some
explain
rolls
it,
involved.
and
We bombed those rolls.
Yeah, my ability to explain things in a dumbed down version was no go.
Yeah, so Glorfindel just was not understanding the plan, so he just kind of left. He's like, basically, like, I'm sure you'll figure it out, I guess, and just leaves. So we still have both the real ring and the fake ring. We gave the fake ring to Silas, who thinks he's got the real ring. Silas thinks he's holding onto the real ring for us. He's not. It's the fake. The real ring is in one of Melrain's bags. So yeah, he left with all our escorts. Radagast was with us. Radagast also didn't really want him to split up either, but also could not talk sense into him. But we're heading towards Erebor and Dale. Radagast conjured up his rabbit sled, which Silas was 110% on board with and tried to ride, but Silas is a big guy and also not magical. And so the rabbits just could not pull him. He was way too heavy. So he got off the rabbit sled and back on one of the horses, and Radagast took the sled and just but we realized that the drakes probably scared off all the spiders, like whatever was going on with the drakes. That's probably why we haven't seen any of the spiders.
Okay.
And the last line I have noted is that Silas was trying to buddy up with Radagast. But my notes are pretty thin on that last session.
I was babysitting the kid.
That's right. Yeah, Melrain is watching Silas's younger brother.
I think Radagast offered us magic mushrooms. Was that last session?
He totally did. He 100% did. I think Silas ate some.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I think you got like PowerPoints or something. I think I decided it was like.
Oh yeah, I had to make a con roll for that, I'm pretty sure. Other thing worthy of note is Silas is no longer suffering a major injury. He's still like very substantially hurt, but he's no longer at the point of major injury or major wound.
Cool. There's something weird going on with your video, Sam.
Oh, dadgummit, did it switch to my headset again? It sure did. Why did it do that? That is my VR headset, which is why it's this double camera view.
That makes sense.
I don't know why it did that like randomly in the middle of a session the other day. Hang on, let me.
Megan, what ice cream are you eating? Hopefully not pickled berries.
Oh no, I got mint chocolate chip after that disaster.
Perfectly reasonable.
This is Loxley, by the way.
Oh.
Wait,
this is my sister's cat. He wants the residual of my ice cream, which I'm not going to do.
What's the kitty's name?
This is what it was trying to shoot a video out of, by the way.
Like Robin Hood from Loxley.
Here,
come here. Oh no. Say hi. Say hi, Quentin.
Loxley does not want to be filmed.
Fine. Be that way.
Classic cat nonsense.
My little one is back here.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be back. I still have the ice cream bowl.
Okay, great. Thank you. So yeah, you guys are headed towards Long Lake, and the town of Esgaroth and Lake Town. I guess I'm curious what the collective group's thoughts are. Like, you've had some camp, some nights of camping and whatnot, like what the discussion is like amongst the five of you with regards to carrying on the quest.
I feel like our plan last week was like we're gonna get to town and then wait for Glorfindel to come join up with us again before we head out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
That
it
was
was
How,
on.
how- I guess, how is everyone feeling about the fact that Glorfindel has just basically abandoned?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Why don't we have why don't we have a scene? You guys are gathered around the campfire. Drifter is got everything set up, got a nice little camp going, a little fire. Drifter, found some little squirrels that Radagast is like, oh no, those are the bad squirrels. You can kill them. Because he's otherwise like generally very protective of the wildlife in the woods here. So yeah, you got a little kind of barbecue going and you're all kind of sitting around. Radagast is a little bit a ways from you all, so he's kind of out of the circle of firelight. He's close enough to be like summoned by yelling, but he's like off doing his own thing. He's basically doing wizardly, mystical stuff as far as you all can tell. And you're all sitting there, and I imagine maybe Melrain, you have the ring, and you all five are kind of looking at it, and there's a little bit of a moment where you're like realizing like, oh, whoa, there's this thing happening.
All seems extremely strange and unlikely, especially leaving this item of great power with us. I poke at it with a stick.
You poke at its stick, it kind of slides across it's kind of near the fire, like scoots across the dirt. It glints enticingly at you.
Is this the
Does
real
it,
ring or the
though?
fake ring?
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty ring with a massive emerald on it.
I have been exposed previously, based on this character's history, to extremely malevolent, powerful, evil, intelligent magical items.
Uh-huh.
Am I getting that sort of feel from this thing?
You can try picking it up or putting it on.
I'm not going to try and put it on, but I will reach towards it and then pause and make eye contact with everyone.
go
You
for
get
it.
a completely blank stare from
Of
Silas.
course, that's what I would expect.
Yeah,
I will
don't
very
particularly
carefully,
care
unless
either
someone
because-
stops me, I will.
I'm watching
pick
you
it up.
intently, but yes, otherwise.
You
Continue.
can give me a power roll, Nick.
59, which would be a regular success.
Cool. You pick it up. So a couple of things happen. One is you realize that there is a weightiness to it, all out of sorts with the material of it. It's almost like it's like made from depleted uranium or something. Like it's heavy in a way that is a little bit weird to you. And as you're like kind of slowly looking at it, like, are you an evil thing? You do hear whispers just at the edge of your hearing that you're not able to discern.
Is it the high speech of Gilead?
It is not. No.
Okay. Do I feel any compulsion to put it on?
You do not feel a compulsion to put it on.
All right. Everyone, I want you to watch something just for a moment and don't do anything. I hold the ring up. I don't think that we're supposed to be able to do that without feeling something.
What's so weird about putting the ring on? Aren't you supposed to wear rings?
Not this one.
You did not put it on, did you?
No, God, no.
Okay, you just put it close to your finger. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Drifter.
Hmm.
Drifter.
Yes,
Catch.
I
Across
catch
the
it.
ring.
Well, I try to catch it, I guess.
Crazy. Do you give me a dodge
Throw?
check?
Wait, can I make my throw check? I hardly ever get to do that.
Yeah, you do
I mean,
throw
I'm,
it
just-
for sure.
I'm catching it. I'm catching it.
Yeah, I failed.
Just yeets it into the woods.
The end.
Whoops, right into the fire.
Wait, so you failed your throw, but did
Uh-huh.
he succeed in his catch even though your throw was awful?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
What am I supposed to be rolling?
Dodge.
Oh, okay. Oh, like reverse dodging, I guess.
Right.
That makes sense.
Ooh, I wish I could have rolled dodge instead of throw.
Wait, where-
I mean, have something else throw something at you.
I barely missed. I'll spend a couple.
So it was a failed throw and a failed catch.
I'm
You
spending.
guys
I'm, gonna-
Yeet it
little bit of
into
luck.
the stream. Problem
I'm-
solved.
I'm spending luck points
You,
here.
just-
but,
you like flick it like a quarter and you just flick it way too far or something.
Cool. Drifter it looks like he's almost gonna miss it, and then he stretches a little bit and snatches out of the air.
What do you feel?
it's heavy.
Yeah, you can do a power check as well.
Which I'm going to fail, but oh geez, yeah. I'm actually very close. I will spend luck again. I have a I have a 14 power and I rolled a 17. So
Oh yeah,
cool.
that's yeah, I would do that. I would spend that 3 points of luck.
yeah.
Um,
I'm luck on a catch and a power roll. All right. So yeah, I make my power roll.
cool. Yeah, you feel the same kind of weightiness to this thing. You hear the whispering voices. I don't think you speak the black speech, but you can at least identify it as such.
Black speech. I'm gonna look at the ring, and are there any other insignia symbols, such and such on it?
Nope, it's pretty broad. I don't know that you guys have really examined this in much detail. It's a relatively broad gold band that then flares to encase a square cut emerald that seems like it's set into it. So there are no like tines that are holding the emerald on. Rather, the gold is kind of flowed up around the edge of the gemstone to keep it attached to the ring. It's a pretty bulky, gaudy piece of jewelry on a certain level.
Folklore check to see if I've heard of like a ring with a green stone.
Yes, I think you might have rolled this already, but go ahead.
15, which would be
Jesus.
I'm gonna spend luck again.
Just burning up all the luck all in one go.
You know?
Yeah,
I feel like this
uh,
is an important thing.
Yeah.
14 for an extreme success.
Holy shit. Are you
That's the
kidding
way to
me?
spend luck. FYI.
1 point to go to an extreme. Yeah.
Wow.
One off.
Drifter. So you're Drifter, you're looking at this ring and you're casting your mind back to the stories that you've heard. You know that and also like jiving things with what Elrond told you guys when you were tasked with this task, and some of the things that Glorfindel has let slip. So you know all of the ring lore in terms of the One Ring, the 3 elven rings, the 7 dwarven rings, the 9 human rings. The elven rings, this does not look like one of the elven rings. The elven rings all have this like elaborate filigree, very dainty sort of grasping to their stones. The human rings, as far as you know, have been used to make the ring wraiths. So they're in the possession of the enemy. The One Ring, as far as you know, is lost to all time. You don't have a description of that, so it is plausible that this is the One Ring. On an extreme success, I will say you recall that the dwarven rings were like kind of bulky, hefty rings, a little bit in the direction of the design of this one, and each of them had a signature gemstone that was associated with it. Now, the thing is, the dwarven rings, as far as you can recall from the folklore that you've heard, have all been either destroyed by dragons. So the dragons famously took over a lot of the dwarven strongholds and then ate the rings, basically. Or they've been lost to the sea and sank into the depths. As far as you know, none of the dwarven rings are extant. So folklore wise, I think that's what you get. Also in extreme success, folklore wise, you know that there's a connection between all of the rings and the One Ring, that Sauron forged those connections and corrupted the users through them. The elven rings are a little bit protected from that corruption. The dwarven rings very much enhanced the dwarves' greediness and led to their downfall, basically.
The One Ring is a piece of the Dark Lord's soul itself. In fact, the greater part of the soul. I think if we were holding it in our hands, we would feel more than this. Whereas really, I've just heard echoes of the Black Speech, which I don't speak, but I recognize. This could perhaps be one of the Dwarven rings, though those are supposedly lost to time. And perhaps through the connection of the One Ring to Dwarven rings, we are hearing the Black Speech that way because it's connected to the One Ring. We're picking up on the connection to the One Ring.
Drifter, if I asked you to toss it back, would you hesitate?
I toss it back.
All right, I'm gonna try and catch.
Cool.
The more you say ring, you talk about all these different rings, I just get more and more lost. Is there a difference between all of these? What's the difference?
Each set of rings was made, well, the ring.
Does it? I guess it doesn't matter to it. Doesn't this ring work for whatever we're trying to do? Is it? We're just trying to use it to raise an army. It's good for that, right?
Is it though? None of us feel any special compulsion about it.
But we can tell that it's not normal either.
Oh yeah, it is not. It is not normal. And
I mean,
I think
seems
Melrain, being an elf and being raised in Rivendell, it clearly has magical power.
And when I was when I was growing up, one of my friends in the forest was a dwarf. So I actually know a little bit of dwarvish, and I can recognize that this is very stylized, like dwarf.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think looking at this thing now that you're like contemplating that question, it does look in the style of what you would expect your friend to have done. It's very kind of blocky, chunky kind of thing.
I hold it over to Melrain for further examination. Do I feel
I take it back. I've already played with this thing a lot because I made the forgery. So
sure, but that's not.
Yeah, Silas is really confused now with the forgery.
Will you take it?
Yeah.
Am I having any feelings of no, I don't want to give it up?
No, but I think again, Nick, based on your lived experience, you have not allowed any evil to enter into you. If you tried to put it on and use it, your experience with intelligent evil magical items is like, that's how they get their in.
Got it.
Also, none of our characters are particularly materialistic, I don't think. So
Right.
maybe that has a factor with it too.
I
Yep.
would try one thing. If it's a ring of great power or an item of any sort of great power, it couldn't be easily destroyed by mortal means. Tossing it into the fire wouldn't melt it. Can we try that?
I mean, we
Oh,
already
we
saw
already
him.
tried to
We tried to
with a
smash
hammer.
it.
That was a disaster.
Okay.
Yeah, that broke the
Yeah.
hammer.
May I try something?
Go for it.
I'm going to try to make it dim.
Ooh, neat. Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Success, but not a hard or extreme success. Let me double check that. Yeah, success.
Cool. And tell us what the effect of that is.
Does it work?
Tell me what the normal effect of dim
Oh, the
is.
normal effect would be I hold it, look at it, and it doesn't fade from view, but all of a sudden everyone stops caring about it. It no longer is an item of importance to them.
Cool. You weave your power around this thing, Nick, and make it so that the others are not interested in it. And you, as you're pouring power into this effect, you feel yourself sag a little bit.
I stop immediately and drop the
and-
ring.
All right, great. No, I'm going to continue on. Sag a little bit and feel yourself being drawn into the effect. You feel the effect is intensified fairly dramatically, such that you cannot drop it because you forget what you're holding.
Ah, okay. So I guess I'm just sitting there kind of slowly rocking back and forth looking at it now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you guys all see Nick just sort of not entranced by, but and you don't know what he's looking at. Like you're looking at his hand and there is nothing in his hand, and you've kind of all forgotten what the hell you're doing right now.
This was a
And
terrible
so-
idea.
It was a terrible idea.
This was a great idea.
Can we have Radagast come back in this moment? But he's been outside the circle, so then he comes on like the back of his head and like smacks it, and the ring falls out of his hand.
You can call for Radagast.
Can I spend luck to create the effect that Megan just described? Because this is not a thing that's under our character's direct control.
What is?
Having
Like
Radagast return and bump the ring out of Nick's hand. That's really funny. and
Oh,
that's
I
good
see.
behavior.
Oh,
I spend
I'll
luck
put
points
luck
to
into
make
that
happen.
too.
like pure random happenstance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how many luck points would it cost to make that happen?
And I'll match him.
10
Really?
points from all of us.
That's fair.
All right, yeah, I think that's
Yep.
that's worth it for the narrative. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
10 points from all of us.
10 points. All right.
That is, I love that so much.
Sorry, guys.
The question
I thought
is,
I'd
does
burn
that
something
disrupt the
useful.
effect? And
Yeah,
then
no, the idea is
Uh-huh.
that the
Yep.
Radagast
Okay.
comes up. He's on his shrooms, so he's not
Right.
affected by this spell because he's on his magic shrooms.
as
And
long as
comes
the
over and
effect
he's just
isn't,
like-
it gets knocked out of his hand and we all forget it exists and leave it sitting there on the forest floor. As long as that's not the outcome, then I'm cool with this.
No, I'm assuming that once he drops it, that the spell does not.
That's, that was my
Eric
concern,
Paul.
was
Thank
like,
you,
we
Eric,
just
for
forget that
life
it's
on-
there at all.
Okay, so as you are fucking with this thing, Nick, Radagast happens to glance over and be like, no, and gets up. You guys are all like not really paying attention. He gets up, scurries through the forest. He claps his hands around yours that's just kind of looking at this thing, and scoops it out of your hand and tosses it in the fire.
Ah, Oh.
The spell is all momentarily broken, and you guys see the ring land in the fire.
how many
Well,
magic points would
that's
that
not
take
supposed to be
from me?
there.
Whatever dim normally costs. Because it was the ring that was fueling the additional
Powering
effect.
it, right?
Silas is gonna grab a stick and start trying to fish the ring out of the fire because he's still thinking like, even though we've seen it survive like a hammer blow, he's like,
Yeah,
oh, but we can't melt it. Don't mess it up. Like,
yeah.
and he's gonna try and fish it out with a stick.
We also
He gets a
can't-
little too close to the fire because the stick he chooses is too short. So
That seems plausible.
I'm gonna go get a bigger stick, I'm gonna get a tool from my pack to pull it out without the stick burning.
Nice. Okay, great.
I don't
Um,
think it will burn, but also we can't safely use magic on it. That was ill-advised.
Yeah, what happened there, Nick?
I am not 100% certain. I tried to make it unseeable, thinking that it just wouldn't work at all, but instead it started pulling the magic out of me. What did you all see? Did the ring disappear? Did I disappear? Did the world
See
disappear?
what? I don't. Or what are we talking about? I'm
yeah,
still
you
kind
guys
of lost
don't,
here.
there's like a hole, there's kind of like a gap in your memory. You're like, what
I
are
was-
you talking?
I just gave you the ring. Like you just
Right.
took it from me.
You took the ring, and then all of a sudden, next thing I know, you're throwing the ring. In the,
Radagast
like
is, like,
Radagast is throwing the
Throwing
ring
it
in the
into
fire.
the fire. What's up with that, Radagast?
I saw you rocking back and forth, but I couldn't figure out what was going on.
I don't even remember any of that at all. When did you get over here, Radagast? I thought you were over there.
I
Oh, it had
glanced
me-
over and I saw Nick doing some magic. Nick, I didn't know you knew spells. Maybe the elves must have taught you some things, but you should be very, very careful with any magic that you use.
Go on, sir.
Full stop. He walks away.
So clearly we can't hit it with a
Beautiful.
hammer. It's not going to melt in the fire, as we just saw, and we can't use magic on it. So if we're going to protect it, we have to put our efforts into like caging it in some sort of box, which I was working on.
I mean, Glorfindel's been wearing it around his neck the whole time.
Why
What's the
did
problem with that?
Glorfindel leave this thing with us?
I don't know.
Whatever. Now,
I mean,
now the question
he
is,
trusted that he trusted we could handle it. I think we can probably handle it. It seems how hard can it be? It's a ring.
Doesn't seem innately damaging to us, at least.
Yeah, it's just a ring.
For now.
I'll carry it. I don't care. It's fine. I'll just put it on a necklace like Glorfindel did.
well, the question is, so where do we take it though? Like, that's fine.
He
The
said
real
to
question
keep going
is,
that
how
way.
are we supposed to use this to raise an army? How does that work?
Mhm.
I'm not quite sure.
I'll be honest. I never really understood much of the big picture plan. I just know the plan was head this way, get an army. That
I think
the details kind of never. I never really fully understood that to begin with. I'll be honest.
I
That's
mean,
where
you were the
one-
one who
Radagast
got
is
buddy
not
with
willing-
Glorfindel. What did he tell you about our quest to raise an army?
Hmm?
You were all buddy with Glorfindel, right? So like, what was?
Yeah, he said, "Go find people. Tell them we got the ring. Raise an army." That was the plan.
is the ring
right?
still in the fire right now?
No, I
No, I
fished
think
it out.
we fished it out. It's like it's sitting there cooling like in the dirt.
Has everyone had an opportunity to handle this thing and look at it?
No, every time I try and touch it, you guys keep not letting me touch
Sorry,
it.
everyone except for Silas. Mox, look at this thing.
Why
It's-
can't I touch it?
It's a very nice
You had
ring.
it, Silas, already.
Did you say
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
the
I-
One Ring?
I'm sorry, Mox.
Did somebody say this isn't the One Ring?
It seems much less likely based on our experience with it.
I disagree. I originally thought that this was a fake, but there is true power here.
Oh, it is indeed a artifact of some power.
Silas is like, I may not be the smartest, but I know when you brought out a second ring that the one you gave me isn't the real one. Like you,
Right, but this one that we're playing with is the real one.
right? But you haven't let me have that one yet.
Oh, okay.
You, he's
Melrian,
not the
as
smartest
you
cookie,
pull-
but when there's two rings, he's like,
Yeah,
okay,
as you
wait,
pull
hold
the
on.
ring out of the fire with your tools, you see that there is a burning inscription on the inside of the band that was not there before.
Okay. Let's see. If I want to see if I can read it, what would I roll?
This would be your Elven language skill.
Elven or so like native language?
Correct.
My native language skill is a 2.
Oh my god.
Ooh. That was wait, it's not a normal success, it's the middle success. Hard success?
Hard
Holy
success.
crap.
Hey, nice.
Oh,
Whoa.
I would have
That's
to get a 1
incredible.
to get a hard success.
Dang, what a good roll for this.
Yeah, I rolled a 5. That was great.
That's awesome.
Could I make a recommendation based on a previous game? Spend 1 or 2 points of luck and make it an extreme success.
Okay, I can do
Yeah,
that. I will
That's
spend
really
2
close to
points
an
of luck.
extreme.
recommendation
I
based on this game.
now have an
you
extreme
guys
success.
have figured out how to game the system.
A little bit.
Yeah, granted, the game, the system starts with the prerequisite of roll an amazingly good low roll check to begin with,
And have a very bad
That is-
skill.
Yeah, roll a exceptionally low roll on an already terrible skill. That's the
Okay,
prerequisite.
I'll send it. I'll direct message you. It is in the Black Speech, which is a form of Elven. So it is only on that extreme success that you're like, oh, I think this letter is actually this, and you're able to make a perfect interpretation of it.
I like this. I feel like I'm getting a secret message. I'm writing it down for later.
Everybody else sees this, and at least Drifter, you can identify that it's Elven, but can't really make much sense of it.
Mhm.
Read it, Melrin?
Hold on, I'm still interpreting it. This last letter is just a little tricky for me.
Yeah,
It reads
that extreme success got you the actual name of it.
It reads 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone. Gialding. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Gialding.
Which you interpret as a proper pronoun.
Yep.
Can I make a storytelling check to see if I've ever heard that proper name?
Yeah, totally.
25. This could happen. 07, which would be extreme. No, I'll spend 2 points and make it extreme.
These are some outstandingly low rolls tonight.
That's ridiculous.
Mm.
So there is no role in the world that is going to get you that name off of storytelling or folklore or any skill that you guys have. But
Fair.
the verse you do recognize from storytelling. You've heard stories that have been passed around. You know, you spend some time with the dwarves, you spend some time with elves, like Nick's been around. So you've heard the various stories and know that this is basically a line from a verse of poem that is often used as a storytelling mechanism, basically for communicating the information about the rings. And I'll give it to you in the chat. But it basically summarizes a little bit of what Drifter got. So I think that on that extreme success, Nick, your interpretation is from a storytelling perspective. The reason why this would be etched on this particular ring is because it is one of the Dwarven rings.
I'm going to share that and the whole poem so that we all now have that in our collective consciousness.
Yep, great. And again, it's pretty much what Drifter has been talking about.
Right.
So
it seems we do have a ring of power, but Elrond said that this was the ring of power, didn't he?
Everyone give me an insight check and put it in the chat.
Insight. Oh boy. Oh no, my insight's good. That's based on POW. They're intelligence or POW, and my POW is good.
Jesus Christ, Ken.
Is this a direct message to you, Eric? That we're
Ken did, but you can just put it in the chat.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was just replying.
Yeah, Ken got a 0-1.
I just rolled a 2.
And Mox got a
holy shit,
98.
man.
So that we also have a crit fail in there as well. 2 crit successes and a crit fail.
Mox is just going to disagree with this across the board.
What is that nonsense?
This is going to be an argument.
Right? Holy shit. That's insane.
Sponge for the lower
Yeah.
rolls.
Okay, so Mox on that crit fail. Yeah, what Elrond was saying, like, yeah, 100%. This is the One Ring. You're going to use it to summon an army, and that's going to help you fight off the Dark Lord. Like, 100%. Hook, line, and sinker. Nick and Melrayan, you're putting 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 together to get 8, and also thinking like, okay, wait a second. So like they had Glorfindel leading this party, who is a very powerful elf lord. Not that bright.
He ain't Gandalf.
He ain't Gandalf.
Box of rocks.
And he's sending you east to do this thing, and you're like, oh, this is not adding up. And Nick and Melrayan are both come to the realization, like there's this drop in the pit of your stomach where you're like, oh shit, like
We're decoys.
yeah. You put those together on those ridiculous successes. Silas and Drifter, you're like, this is weird. Like, why would Elrond tell us this was the One Ring and then give us a Dwarven ring? Where did he get a fucking Dwarven ring anyways? Why is he having us go east to summon an army? What? Yeah, you are definitely calling into question what all is happening here. But Nick and Melrayan have totally trigged to what was going on.
Wait,
Okay.
why did an elf have a dwarven ring? Don't those that seems backwards.
That's not the important part. The important part is we're not being sent east to raise an army. We're being sent east to draw an army away from whatever Elrond's true plan is.
Which is also like, you're like, oh, this is why Glorfindel was being such an idiot about telling everyone.
Is there
Yeah.
wait? So,
Mm,
aren't we still trying to raise an army though? Does that change anything?
Yes, because we've got to
lots
stay
of-
the
lots of
course.
things.
mean,
We are all going to die horribly.
Well,
No.
I mean,
The plan is the
Dies
plan
against-
was clearly not to die horribly. The plan was to go raise an army.
so we have to raise the army so we don't die horribly.
I don't-
But
Right, so like, if we get
I
an
mean,
army,
they
we're
still-
fine.
I'm sure that Elrond had like chose us for a reason to do this task. So even though we are not doing the real
No,
work here, having a decoy is also important.
I'm going to say Melrayan on that critical success, you realize, yes, he did have a reason for choosing the people on this, and the
we
people
are not popular.
are all expendable.
Okay.
Is on those
Yeah.
critical successes on
Yeah.
insight, did they get any insight into like Glorfindel leave? Is Glorfindel just like, all right, got him out here, got him on their mission, peace?
Yeah,
Is he out of here?
100%.
Or
That's what
is
Glorfindel
Glorfindel like
is doing.
straight abandoning
Glorfindel's
us, or is
relatively
Glorfindel
important and
actually on the
useful.
mission?
I think I'm not going to give you, because that wasn't the question, is what Glorfindel's motivation was.
Sure.
I think that I will give you everything Glorfindel has done has been on brand for him. You don't think he has a deceitful bone in his body.
I mean, I think if he was trying to lie, he would tell us.
Right.
Like he
And Drifter, as Nick is freaking out and like we're all gonna die, you realize that I think at some point someone mentioned something about the ring rates, and Nick was like, wait, what now? And Drifter, you're pausing and you're like, oh, they're gonna come after us. And that had been okay when you had Glorfindel, because Glorfindel could fuck up some ring rates. But that's less true now.
Not good. Let's see. 9 ring race. 5 of us.
You know what the
You
best
guys can just
in
take
my
2 or 3
experience,
ring wraiths.
in my
I
experience,
don't
the
know
best way
exactly what
to
a ring
not
wraith
get
is.
caught by a
I
wild
don't-
animal is
yeah,
to
it's
keep
not a-
moving and to keep running. So if we keep moving, I think our odds are better than if we sit here and wait on Glorfindel to come back.
Yeah, but where are
I
we going?
was-
Should we take this ring back to the dwarves if it's a dwarven ring and just let them
Well,
take
no,
it back
we
and
got-
deal
we
with it?
No,
We
fundamentally,
should keep going.
fundamentally
way
nothing
we're
has
head-
changed.
Yeah,
It's just we've
I don't know what
realized that-
fundamentally means, but yeah, we should keep doing the same thing.
So Silas, fundamentally means we're all going to die because of this mission, but that's not substantively
No, that was clearly
different,
the
I
plan was not
suppose.
the plan was not go east
I mean,
and
I
die. The
still
plan
don't
was
wanna
go east
die.
and raise an army.
Yeah, the plan was always go east and die and buy time for whatever Elrond actually has planned. Mox, you've been really quiet.
Cover up the ring.
I'm sorry.
I cover the ring with something. I don't know what. I'm gonna stick. I will stick the ring in a jam jar.
Yeah, put it in a jam jar, 100%.
Wait, hold on, but no
right
one's
into
let
the
me touch
jar.
it yet.
Yeah, no, that's a
Silas is
great
still
idea.
annoyed that everyone gets to hold the ring, but him.
Yeah, that shit ain't changing anytime soon, man.
It does seem to me that this changes some things, but well, we just have to decide what to do with the time that's been given to us. We're all going to die anyway, eventually. What can we do to best protect the world?
I
I
would
mean, an
prefer
army sounds like a good
later
plan.
rather than sooner.
I think we need to find some stronger individuals to help protect against the evil that is going to come against us. Not just like a general army, but like some truly powerful people.
Silas over
think-
here like flexing in the back.
I think we run. I think we move with this item as far east as fast as we can. I still think that this is a suicide mission, but perhaps we can draw the enemy further and further away from where they would truly
I know,
be a
but
threat to the
surely
world.
on our path east, we can pick up some people that can help us. So maybe we won't actually die.
Hey, we already picked up people that are helpful. See, Radagast over there, he's a great helpful person. We
Don't
just pick
bring
up more-
me into this.
We
Silas,
just got to pick up more people like him that want to stay and help.
Silas, he's juggling squirrels.
Also, Radagast,
He can
will you
make a
be-
rabbit sled.
knowing what we now know about what this thing is, will you be continuing to accompany us?
Yeah, sure. Sounds great.
See, we just need more people like that.
No, fair.
Do we tell them we have a decoy ring or do we tell them we have the one ring?
I think right now, given where we are relative to the forces of, I gestured vaguely to the west, before worrying about raising an army, which I don't think was our true purpose to begin with, I think we need to put distance in between us and the eye.
Okay, I agree with that, but I think that we should move with haste, but also with a plan to
If
find
we
more people.
see
Isn't
any
the plan
opportunity to
go
gather
east?
forces, then yes.
No,
But I think that haste should trump all of that.
we shouldn't gather people to us. We would be doing them a grave disservice.
Yeah, but I don't want to die.
The same grave disservice that's been done to us. But Mox is right. Anyone that we call upon to join us, I mean, perhaps they will delay our inevitable demise at the hands of the forces of the Black West briefly.
You all keep talking like we're just doomed to get murdered out here in the woods. Like it's like we don't have any control over it.
Hold that thought.
I don't see
Silas.
why it's all doom and gloom.
I mean, we're down to
Like,
you
yeah,
know,
is the situation bad? Yeah, of course it's bad.
we're down to
What-
1.5 Nazgul per person. That's
What are these Nazgul
Right,
things you
fine.
keep talking about? What do they look like?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think Drifter, I can't remember if Drifter has briefed everybody on this, but Drifter, I don't know if you know the extent of their powers, but you are certainly aware that a single Nazgul is more than a match for a band of your people, who are fairly proficient warriors. The other thing I will say, Nick, as Melrain was like, surely there are other powerful people that could help us. In your adventures, Nick, you've heard of a variety of important folk. So Thorin the Third Stonehelm is the king of Erebor in the Lonely Mountain, whom you guys are relatively close to. And part of the original plan was to find the two blue wizards who are in the east, who, if they're as powerful as Radagast, would be a substantial boost to your survivability, for no, lack of a better phrase.
I'm going to briefly outline all of that to the party and recommend that it may not be the best idea to bring the Dwarven ring to the Dwarven king. That, well, we don't seem to feel any particular greed towards this thing. My understanding is that the dwarves did.
Possibly, in addition to being expendable, we are resistant to the corrupting effects of these artifacts.
So you just give it to me. I could just, if I'm wearing the ring, they can't reach it. It's too high. It'll be above how high they can reach.
The more you
That's
ask,
true,
the better your
Silas.
chances
I'm just
get,
going to tell
Silas.
you, if you try and hold things out of the reach of a dwarf, you're going to get your kneecaps knocked out by a hammer. So
And
You would just
don't
dodge the
do
hammers.
that. Very touchy.
Silas, can you be quiet about the ring if it's on your person?
Sure, why not?
Speak not of it. I say give it to him. He's perhaps the most innocent of all of us. No offense, Silas.
I don't know what would be offensive
know.
about that.
I know.
Silas, I must warn you of a terrible danger of taking this ring.
I mean, I don't
it's
think it's that.
currently-
You guys keep saying it's heavy, but I don't think it's going to hurt my
No.
neck that bad. It's
not
not
the
that
weight.
heavy.
It's that it's covered in tomato, ghost pepper, chili, jelly. You have no
mean-
small
Put it-
cuts on your
You put
hand.
it in a full jam jar, not one of your empty ones.
Well, yes.
That's fine. I'll just lick it off. It's fine.
Silas, make
my.
sure you don't put your fingers in your eyes. It's
Okay, sure. Yeah. I'll be careful. I'll be careful not to put my fingers in my
like
eyes.
generally, but especially now.
I mean, yeah. When would I ever want to put my
Don't-
fingers
don't
in my
rub
eyes?
your
Like,
eyes.
why would I do that in any circumstances? That seems like a terrible idea.
Well, if you like rub your eyes,
Oh well, okay. You mean don't touch my? You said don't put my fingers
avoid
in
touching
my
your
eyes.
face. There
Oh.
you go.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
I can do that.
Silas, here.
Okay,
I'll
Silas
put it
takes
back
it
on
and
the
like
chain.
dumps out the jam jar and like jam everywhere.
Oh,
Right. So Silas, you get to carry the ring for now until I come up with a better box to keep it in.
Okay,
Because
and
maybe
gonna
if we
put on
can
the
enchant
necklace.
a box to put the ring in, then we won't
Eric,
have the
do you want me to
effects
say that?
of it.
Okay. I'm calling for the equivalent of inspiration. I really think that the Chris should be given advantage on a future die roll in exchange for no, you don't understand. There's great danger. It's covered in ghost habanero pepper. That was maybe one of the most delightful things that has happened in this game. Just
That was pretty great.
Very dangerous.
So are we going to the king next? Or
No.
are we finding the blue wizards?
let us find the blue wizards.
Okay.
More
let's
wizards
go
sound
find
like
some blue
fun.
Wizards.
Does anything happen when I put this ring on? This is the first time they've let me touch it. Like
Wait, are
actually
you
touch
putting
it.
it on?
I'm putting the necklace with the ring on it on.
Okay.
I'm not wearing the ring if that's
Oh,
what you're
okay.
asking. I'm not gonna like
cool.
stick the ring on. Yeah, no.
Question.
Yeah.
Do we have to go through dwarven lands to find these blue wizards?
It's honestly, you guys are a little bit fuzzy about your path. Once you got to the wood elves, like that was kind of like the first step. It's like, okay, great, we're gonna get to the elves and then it'll be hunky-dory from there. you had a general concept of where you're going, but you don't exactly have like Cartesian coordinates for where to go.
So we need a map so we can find these blue wizards. So we should go to Lake Town to find a map so we can try and find these wizards.
No
Yeah.
one's the blue wizards went into the east quite some time ago.
I think it unlikely that we'll find a map. And
Well,
I think it's
I mean-
dangerous to stay in these environs any longer than we absolutely must.
Could we,
I mean, it's
could we use the
fairly-
stars?
Hmm?
Would it be feasible to navigate us this way?
So yeah, actually, between Melrain and Professor Mox, you guys have a reasonable grasp of astronomy and astrology. And actually, Mox, as you're kind of contemplating, like, oh, the Blue Wizards went into the East a long time ago. That seems like an astrological event that I might be able to see portents about. So, yeah, I think the short answer is you guys can probably orient yourselves reasonably well, and then with some time, Mox, especially if you have Malorian helping, you can probably read some portents in the stars.
I do want to note that shockingly, I have a non-trivial skill in astronomy.
Oh shit, weird.
17.
Okay.
Wait, is astronomy one of those like general skills, or was that a specific thing?
That was the
fine.
specific one.
I think
Yep.
that might be. I think that might be Nick. You're thinking of Eric instead of me, because I don't think I have that as a specific skill.
Okay. I thought Melrian had some connection with astronomy.
I think Melrain was helping like
I
mechanically
have
set
like
up the
I have a
telescope.
fortune telling, like occult fortune telling skill.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that counts. Then I mean, I'm
Yes.
happy to contribute with the fortune telling.
Yeah. That that would definitely be contributory.
Okay.
And then Colt Fortune now I see. And then Silas, go ahead and give me a power check.
Sure. I'm gonna spend 8 points of luck to turn that 98 into a 90, which is a success.
Oh,
That 98 is brutal.
Yeah, so I will take a standard success with a 90.
Okay, cool. You take the ring, you put it on, and yeah, you feel that the weight of this thing is out of proportion to the size of it. You also hear that whispering sort of in the background that is continuous as long as you have it on this necklace. You tell me if Silas would be like, whatever, la-di-da-di-da, or would be like, God damn, why the fuck is someone whispering to me all the time?
I think so. What I'm gonna say is he's mostly ignores it until it gets quiet, and then like in the time where it's noisy and people are talking, he forgets that it is whispering, and then when it gets
Right.
quiet, he's like, "What is that sound?" Like he's forgotten where it keeps coming from until he like, oh right, and he remembers, and then he gets annoyed, but like he quickly forgets about it, and like when things are happening, he just forgets about it. It's only like in the quiet
Awesome.
moments where he like, what is that sound? Like, yeah, he
Cool.
just keeps forgetting what's causing it.
Okay, love it. That sounds great. But it's not like weighing on him, like it's just like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like you can feel the weight of it around the necklace.
Gotcha.
Backtracking 1 point, with my 0-1 storytelling success, do I have any idea what any of the dwarven rings do when they're worn?
Yes, 100%. With storytelling, the stories are kind of wide and varied, so you don't get a specific set of powers like per ring. Globally, you understand that the stories of the dwarven rings are generally that they made the dwarves more focused on what they were doing at a time. So in some ways, this was a curse in that they forgot other stuff and just like focused down. On other ways, it was a blessing in that they could just focus up and do the thing.
Like,
Um,
wow.
so yeah, so in some ways they were helpful that way. You know that they're all tied to Sauron and potentially corruptible as a consequence of that connection. Other stories associated with the Dwarven rings are that they could have you burrow through stone, that you could actually transport yourself through stone, that you could know about like ores and veins and lava and like all the stuff associated with the mountains of the dwarves, that you would be stronger, that you would have insight into your enemies when you are battling them, that you could actually duplicate your wealth, so like taking a golden coin and like duplicating it sort of thing, like purely straight up nonsense magic, from like your point of view with other stories in the world, but that was a story that was shared. That you could take a gemstone and purify it. So, diamonds are graded on like their cloudiness and color and whatnot. So they could take a cloudy diamond and just like make it perfect, pure, and beautiful. And there were a lot of other tales about charisma related things. So you could summon dwarves to your aid. You could convince them to ally with you. You can move to be adjacent to an ally who calls for you. I think those are the main stories that you've heard.
So over the course of our upcoming travels, I'm going to share each and every one of these stories with a bit of flair just around the campfire at night, so that we're all kind of generally aware. I'm not going to make it a point to include Silas in hearing these stories, but I'm not going to specifically prevent him from listening in. I'm definitely not saying anything that would encourage him to be like, "Oh, you should try out duplicating gemstones." What?
Yeah, I was about to ask, if you're telling all these stories of all these cool things it can do, are you also, if he is around when you are telling these, are you also warning of the dangers of not like
these
to
are
not
all
use it?
cautionary tales that culminate with, and then the ring raids came.
Also, Eric, remind me, was what attacked Silas and them and his band on the road, was that a wraith or was that something else?
No, it was a troll or trolls.
Okay, I had it as like a shadow was what it was.
It was servants of the shadow.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get a read on our preferred efficient direction of travel towards the Blue Wizards using stars, fiddly telescope, and maybe a creepy astronomy book.
Cool.
I tried to reference my things
I'm gonna
as
look over his
well
shoulder
to
and
get
try
a
and
guide,
assist.
and I failed my roll.
Okay. Yeah, Nick, you could definitely help.
Oh, do I want to spend 10 points of luck? Probably not for astronomy or astrology.
Fair.
I got a 46. I got a success. I think.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah.
It's a 2/3 of my skill. I don't know what
Yep.
that means.
Cool. So yeah, Professor Mox, you kind of go find a clearing a ways from the camp, away from the firelight, away from, also you notice Radagast doing some like weird like wear light, purple kind of soft light magic nonsense with some of his creatures. You notice that he's like having some owls that he's like talking to apparently. Anyways, you go find a hilltop. And set up your gear that I think Melrain kind of helped like buff up a little bit.
Oh yeah, I was working on that a while ago.
Yeah.
It's been probably a month.
Okay, on a regular success. So you got two key pieces of information. One is orienting on the stars. You know where you are in Mirkwood, and more or less with a little bit of mental mapping how to get to Long Lake. So you're not lost, which is good. The other thing that you get from sort of the prediction of the stars and their orientation, and I think actually as you're doing this, you don't hear him before he creeps up, but you hear a whisper in your ear. It's like, look to the 2 stars to the right. And I'm not sure like how Mox, like if Mox is startled by that, he's just like, okay, cool.
Was that
Um,
Radagast that was come whispering?
That was Radagast. Yeah, Radagast like snuck up on Mox to give it a little bit of a tip.
I do so. I adjust little gears very,
Cool.
very slowly. Telescope.
Yeah,
inches.
just changing your orientation a little bit. And looking at that, you are able to divine that there is a nexus of power in the mountains by the Sea of Rune. Now, you haven't perfectly identified it as the Blue Wizards, but
Reasonable to conclude.
kind of based on like what your experience with Radagast has been is that something mystical is there, and the list of what can do that is very short, and on that list is wizards.
But presumably also on that list are terrible things.
You know, I guess a short answer to that is yes, but the list that you're aware of is pretty short. So it's wizards, very powerful elves, such as Glorfindel or Cereborn, or other elves that you don't think are like in that part of the world. Certainly anything that would be like the Witch King, the Lord of the Nazgul would probably emanate a similar level of power. Sauron obviously would. So there are some bad things. So yeah, it's if the Witch King is there, that would also be like
Yeah,
giving you...
well, we're screwed anyway.
Right.
I'm gonna adjust the telescope directly down by a gear and cog, and I'm gonna look for some kind of thing we can sight on as we make our
Oh, cool.
towards that.
Okay, great.
confluence.
Yeah, you can definitely sight on orientation that would give you like as the crow flies a straight line, but there's various rivers and all kinds of stuff that's in your way between here and there.
I just need something big, a prominence, a really big hill, tower, any kind of big protrusion that we would be likely to see once the sun comes up.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Yeah, so probably your best bet from where you are right now is Erebor, the Lonely Mountain, and you need to go about 20 degrees southeast of that orientation. So yeah, you can totally track from that.
Okay. I make some notes.
Cool.
I bet Melrain has a device for doing exactly this kind of thing.
Yep.
Also, I guess since I'm already here and I've got all my equipment set up, let's do some astrology.
Cool.
Let's see about maybe important for if we walk over there.
Oh, love it.
I got 66. I failed.
Okay.
Push it.
No,
You could, if you wanted to.
I got it. So you were asking if I could make a gadget to like help keep us on track. I got a hard success in my gadgets category.
Ooh, cool. Okay. Yeah,
So,
when he
like,
comes back and gives you that information, you can put that together.
So like it's kind of like so basically I'm assembling some sort of compass like thing that will take us to the nexus that he described.
Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, Mox, if you wanted to push that, I think I would say if you do not succeed, then I will tell you a thing which you believe to be true.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it ride.
Okay, cool.
Sometimes we fail.
Yep.
While all of this is going on, Silas is like definitely not involved in any of our astrology stuff. That is all well beyond him. Can I say he's back at camp, like either whittling on something or practicing throwing knives at a tree? Just he's bored and trying to do some kind of physical activity.
Yeah, definitely. Feel free to roll that skill. What's
I will.
Drifter up to as Mox is trying to figure out some star sign.
Silas is
Yeah,
here missing trees.
I think I'll just look over the general camp stuff. Also make sure Silas doesn't hurt himself. He's actually
he's
throwing
bouncing the
knives.
handles of the knives off the trees. I think is what's actually happening. Like he can't get a blade to hit the tree. It's handles only.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and do a survival check, Drifter, or check survival if you don't have it already.
Got a hard success.
Oh, nice.
I could make it an actually, yeah, you know what? I'll spend 1 point of luck and make it an extreme success. I rolled an 11.
All right, you guys are not getting lost. You know exactly where you need to go. You need to follow the Forest River. It'll lead to Esgaroth and Lake Town. Erebor is just north of there. What Professor Mox is sighting on is far to the southeast. So you guys, the distance you will have traveled so far from Rivendell to Lake Town is about a third of the total distance to where Mox thinks that there's this powerful like energy matrix concentration. So you've got a long ways to go, but you're not going to get lost. Drifter can definitely get you there, no problem.
Cool.
Between my gadget, Drifter survival, and Mox's astrology, we got this.
Exactly. Yep. So yeah, you guys, do you want to visit Lake Town or Erebor, or do you want to circumvent those areas of civilization? The disadvantage is, you're just going to have to like hunt and forage and whatnot for more of your food and supplies and that kind of thing. And there are some rivers that could facilitate your travel. I guess you could fashion your own canoes if you wanted to, but if you were able to get boats, that would be a lot faster. And then not really en route according to what Professor Mox is saying, but Nick, if you just continue straight east, you'll get to the Iron Hills, where there are other dwarves that you are friendly with.
Yes, but we should avoid the dwarves. We're carrying something which may do great harm to them.
Yes, we don't want to go all the way east to the dwarves. I say we skirt the boundaries of civilization, move overland as rapidly as possible.
Maybe if a town is literally in our path, we may go through it very quickly. But otherwise, let's go around.
I
What's
think
so bad about
we
towns?
should pick up supplies now that there are fewer of us, with the preparation to make haste. So I think that if boats would make us ultimately go faster, it's worth it in the short term to pick up some boats. And like I'm good at gadgets, like a large boat to carry the 5 of us and our horses for when we get off, like because we were gonna need to continue on land after the boat. Like I think we should visit a fairly large town where we could be potentially more anonymous, rather than waiting till we get to a small town if we're trying to stay hidden.
Still too dangerous. I'm adept enough with hatchet and knife that I'm confident I can make us rafts at least, possibly even a canoe.
For horses?
I've never been in a
And
boat
march
before.
alongside.
That's true. Is one of these towns literally on our way? Like we'll have to go around it to avoid going through it?
I don't know if I'd say you have to go around it. So if you guys want to take the Selduin, which is the river running, which will get you at least in the direction of where Mox thinks the Blue Wizards are. From where you are now, here, actually, I'll just show you on the map.
Yeah, since we're not lost.
You're not lost, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Forest River, you guys met up with the Wood Elves. The Forest River runs into Long Lake. Erebor is just north of that, and then the river running runs out of Long Lake. So you could easily cut off Long Lake and Lake Town, right? Just do the hypotenuse there and like get some canoes built and like toss them in the water. it would be a very minimal detour to go to Lake Town.
Let's do this then. If it turns out that we have neither the supplies nor the aptitude to craft our own boats, Lake Town is not too far away. We can always backtrack a half day's travel. But otherwise, I would prefer to avoid any civilization.
Are we gonna be
I'm
easier
pretty
to
good with
spot on the river?
I'm pretty good with
prefer to
wood,
keep
but
that.
I've never been in a boat before, so I wouldn't trust me for boat making.
I vote
Yeah,
we buy boats.
Mox, what were you saying?
Are we gonna be easier to spot if we're on the river?
I think the short answer is yes. There's going to be some traffic on the river. If you truly went like cross country, you're just statistically less likely to encounter other creatures. The thing is, you've got a long ways to go, and if you don't take the river, if you go overland, it's going to be a son of a bitch.
Then
it's
I
gonna be a
think we
long
should buy
trek.
boats. I think we should buy boats. They'll be faster over the water than boats that we make quickly and with hand tools that we're carrying with us. They'll be sturdier. It will be ultimately faster to buy them and then move than to stop and craft them. It makes more sense to me.
I like that idea as much as I'm good with wood. I think, buying a boat from someone who's good at making boats is probably our best bet. And if I don't know anything about this lake town, but if it's got lake in the name of the town, surely they know how to make a boat.
Also, Glorfindel is
Surely we
expecting
will
us to
leave
go
quite an
there.
impression among the people of Lake Town.
Also,
What's wrong with
Glorfindel
leaving
is
an impression?
expecting us to go there so we can leave a message for him at the place where we're supposed to meet up and let him know that we're continuing the journey so that way he can continue to rally the army as he wants to and say that, hey, the ring has gone east. Let's go.
Yeah, how do we expect
protect them.
Glorfindel to ever find us again if we just kind of wander off in the woods and don't go anywhere we told him we were going to go?
I mean, he knows we're going east. Like,
He's
we're
a
still
very
going east.
powerful elf. I'm sure he'll find us.
Fair enough. Elves can do elf things. I don't understand how it works. He'll probably find us again.
Not sure if Glorfindel's approach was, knowing what we know now, I'm not sure Glorfindel's approach was consistent with our long-term survival.
Has anything Glorfindel does been consistent with our long-term survival? I mean, really?
He killed
Just-
many orcs who were trying to hurt us.
That's true. That's true.
True, that is true.
But now that we're going, like,
Drew the attention of many orcs who then wanted
yeah,
to kill
that
us.
too. But
Well,
now
My
that we're
vote
going,
remains.
we're trying
My
to go
vote remains
fast.
to go along the river. Drifter.
Going down the river sounds good to me.
I
as
should
discerned.
clarify. My vote remains to go down the river and avoid Lake Town.
I would like to avoid as much civilization as possible. But yeah, if,
So
if we had some means of crafting a,
I think it comes down to Melrain then, because Mox and Silas are both in favor of going and buying boats, and Nick and Drifter are both in favor of going to the river and making boats ourselves or avoiding
Could we
the
at
town.
least how much time would we lose going to the river, crafting boats, and seeing if that works?
Well, I feel like we could also split up and say the three of us, Melrain, Silas, and Professor Mox, can go into town, see if we can buy some boats while Drifter and Nick work on building boats, like, as he said,
Oh.
like a half a day south.
Our
Melrain,
point though isn't to save money on the purchase of boats, it's to save being seen in Lake Town. If any of us are going to Lake Town, we may as well all go.
I disagree. I think a halfling and an elf will make quite an impression at Lake Town. A group of humans would blend right in.
In answer to the question of the construction of a canoe, it's like a couple day activity. I mean, Drifter is reasonably competent. You guys don't exactly have the right tools for it, but Silas is pretty competent as a woodsman.
I have an extremely high woodworking skill.
Yeah. The main thing is what you expect the durability of those things to be. So if they're like short range vessels, that's a little different than if you want to get all the way down the river running to the Sea of Rune with handmade canoes.
Mhm.
That's going to be a son of a bitch.
I
Doable.
expect we would need to stop and repair them at intervals, but
Exactly. Yep.
I
My
vote we
worry-
just
I
get, I
really-
vote we just get good boats. Because if we want to take this all the way down to the sea, then maybe we'll be able to like sell the boats by the time we get, I know it's not about the money, but like if we need more resources once we get down there, because like the stuff in my packs, I mean, I know I've got 6 mules here, but like it's gonna run out eventually. So
I'm more worried about the efficiency of the vessel. If the purchased boats are even a little bit faster over the course of many days, that time will add up.
and we won't have to stop, well, we'll have to stop probably for minor repairs, but nothing like we would for crafted in a short amount of time boats.
I cast my
I
vote
think
with
we've-
Drifter, but will not stand in the way of the group.
I think
Do you
we've
think
got
irony
the
of this-
majority here.
Is that we'll be sending the people east enthusiastic about going to Lakewood to buy the boats.
And me.
Wait,
I'm
what's this? You're
enthusiastic.
sending. I'm
They
sorry.
want,
I
they
may have
want the 3
misunderstood.
humans to go to Lake Town since they're humans and not a hobbit and an elf that are going
I
to stay
can
And
on
I'm
the
also
also-
go because I can pretend to be a human.
Elves are very
Mhm.
bad at this, even though they think they're very good at it.
All right, hang on.
I'm a
Let
pretty
me-
gnarly
let me
looking
roll.
ranger. I think I would also draw attention.
I am literally
buy a boat.
not from this portion of the world.
Okay, fine. I tried my impersonation skill and I failed. So fine, I do not make a convincing human.
I think
I'm a
that
human.
this
Howdy,
really
howdy.
speaks to the fact that we are going to stand out in Lake Town. Any of
Why
us.
is that? Why is that a problem? We've been shouting it to the moon.
Which we've now
Hey, we're here to
determined
get
is-
an army.
Which we've now determined is a problem.
What we've determined is a bigger problem than we thought. We always knew it was a problem, but yes. I say this by way of
All
agreement.
right.
There's
I-
an
if-
evil magical eye watching us from across space and time. I don't think that the people of Lakewood are our biggest concern. We need to move quickly.
I
Mhm.
agree with Professor Mox.
Yes, I think we need boats.
Yeah, let's just go buy a boat and get out of there. Like, what's it going to be? Okay, we stopped in for a day to buy a boat and then we left. And then
And
Okay.
then assassins from Lake Town follow us for weeks or months or until they kill
why
us.
would Lake Town send assassins after us? What's an assassin?
Hold those thoughts best you can, Silas. We'll see how this turns out. So, Lake Town it is.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
for, I'm
agreed.
for buying a
Lake Town
boat.
it is.
Do we have money?
Well, Milrain is a very wealthy
Oh,
village.
right. Money. It takes money to buy the boats.
You've
Who
all
has
really
money?
thought this Lake Town plan out extensively, I can tell.
Mm,
Well, I do have some funds, but we can also, Professor Mox, if you can sell some of your jams, I could do some fortune telling. Like we might be there for, like we all have
This,
skills.
this sounds
Silas,
like
you
we're
can
going to
do
be
it.
there for a longer
Whoa,
time.
whoa,
though.
whoa.
Very
is a much more
inconspicuous.
extensive project.
Increasingly inconspicuous.
I mean-
This is not a good plan. I cannot part with my jams.
Let's just go.
They-
We
they've
just go
proven
buy
that-
the boats
Yeah,
with the
part
money
with
that
your
we have,
jams,
and then
really?
we hop in the boat.
They've proven quite essential in our travels. I have a hard time arguing with Professor Mox here.
I mean, the other option is we go steal some boats. Is
Why
Also,
anybody
steal
very
open
boats when
to-
we could buy the
inconspicuous.
boats?
Have we forgotten that we do have the option of at least attempting to craft boats?
Yes, let's attempt to craft boats.
Let's
It'll be
attempt to
a,
craft boats. If it
why
goes
would- why would-
poorly, if you're
What's
not
the
willing
word?
to put
It'll
foot
be a
in the
good experiment, like an engineering experiment.
Well, we're right by Mirkwood, right? Don't elves live in Mirkwood?
Oh,
Well,
it's
the
live
wood
in
elves
Mirkwood.
did, but they got chased out by the drakes, apparently.
Okay, so this is
But it wouldn't be
Like-
totally unreal for like me as an elf to go into this town because there's been drama with
No,
like,
not at all.
in
Yeah,
place.
yeah, that'd be totally
uh,
fine.
So maybe I go by myself, just one
I'll go
elf,
with you.
while they go build boats, and I'll see what the options are, and then I can report back.
do
This
the
actually-
Wood Elves of Mirkwood not own boats? Is that not a thing?
No, they totally do. You guys just like fucked off before you checked out their boat situation.
Let's just go steal some boats from the Dead Elves. And
Yeah, how far away are we from the Dead Elves and their boat?
You're about two days out from where their main kingdom was.
Do we really want to drag a boat, that far through the forest?
Well, no, there was
Wait, wait.
there was
The
another
river goes through the
river.
forest too, Silas.
When they
Oh,
have
right, I forgot
outposts,
about the river.
yeah, we don't have to go all the way back to the main village. We just
yeah, might not
Okay,
might they
I
not
mean,
have like an
I'm-
outpost in the river? They might have an outpost on the river, like
So-
bordering Brookwood.
All right. I rarely hesitate to make this sort of suggestion, but given our plethora of options, it may be best to split up. Some of us go to Lake Town, the least conspicuous of us, to try and purchase boats. Drifter and I attempt to craft boats, and someone goes back into Mirkwood to try to find boats. And then those of us who survive reconvene roughly here.
I think
Let's
think
pick
that's
two of those.
I feel
Let's
I feel
pick two of
better
those
about
three.
splitting into 2 parties, not 3 parties.
Yeah. Splitting into 3 means somebody goes by themselves
Well, with Radagast.
or with Radagast.
That doesn't seem like a terrible option to be.
I'll go with
fair.
whomever. You want to hop on my buddy's gift?
It's functionally the same
Yes,
thing as
hey,
going by yourself. You don't really
Radagast and
know-
I can go back into Mirkwood. How's that sound? We'll go back into Mirkwood and look for boats. You guys go make boats, and you two, and I'm pointing at Mox and Melrain, can go buy boats.
No, thinking further about this, we also can't split the protection of the ring.
But would
It's fine. I've got the ring. I'll hang on to it.
Uh-huh.
would the elves perhaps have an outpost on the river? Where that would make sense to put boats.
Yeah, I mean the Forest River went right adjacent to where their capital was, basically, that you guys like discovered and found all burned out and everything.
Wait, though. We also don't want to hop in the river at the Elven stronghold in Mirkwood, where it's enchanted to do something horrible.
Good point. Yeah, it makes
But
us
we'll
forget
be in the
Yeah,
Elven
very good point.
boats so that they should be protected in that area.
We assume.
Yeah, Melrain, Drifter, go ahead and give me some kind of skill check. History or power, or if you got magic.
Power.
Yep.
Which one is my power? Out there. Let's try that one.
Yeah, no, fail.
That was a success.
Okay, cool. Okay, Melrain, you're aware that the forest elves magic primarily is intended to prevent people from finding their pathways and roads and getting to the capital unless they are invited. You don't think that it would impede you, and in fact, it hasn't impeded you leaving.
Okay. So I mean, all I want is an already made boat. So I would be down to skip town. I mean, once we get boats based on the map you just showed us, what if we would have to go through the lake to get on that other river?
Right.
But at least we could move fairly quickly because we will already have pre-made boats.
Yep.
So
And-
I would
and
be
Drag the boats
Melrain-
overland.
Melrain certainly is like elven boats are like human boats are so okay. Human boats are here, canoe is here, elven boats are here.
yeah. So let's go get some elven boats. Like
Yeah,
this
that-
is a
Yeah.
I mean, I think if it's not burned, it'd be worth the backtrack to be able to get in the elven boats.
It really would be faster.
Mm,
Okay. I'm convinced. It
I
does not
like
take a lot
going
to
back to
convince
get elven boats marginally better than trying to purchase them in Lake Town. Although one other option that may be worth considering, not to further muddy the waters, but perhaps along the river before we get to Lake Town, there might be villagers or fisher folk who we could purchase or gamble a boat away from. That might be the fastest and least conspicuous. It would not involve backtracking, nor would it take us through a center of civilization.
Be awesome.
That wouldn't be elven boats probably, right? That would just be normal human boats.
I still think that would be the very best option, but
I-
we can't know that it'll happen.
Right. That,
We,
that would be
and
based on
we know
chance.
that a drake flew through the elven kingdom and mounted great destruction. I think it entirely possible, if not likely, that returning to Mirkwood, we'll find the ruins of boats, and then you get to see how me and Drifter do with repairing elven craft as opposed to making it from scratch.
This is just making a boat, but with more steps.
Mm,
Well, we can't just sit
And
around and do
I'll,
nothing,
I'll
so
grant,
we should
I'll grant
probably make a.
even one thing further. If, as we approach Lake Town, we do not find any fisher folk or farmers who have boats that we can hire or purchase, then we make our way into Lake Town and purchase boats there.
And Melorine, you do have the means to purchase a boat.
Do I have the means to purchase boats?
You don't have a lot of money, but you do have a lot of trade goods. So if you are willing to let go of the things that your grandparents laden on, you have 3 pack horses, not 5.
Oh, I couldn't remember.
Laden on your pack horses. So it just is a question of how much Melorian likes stuff.
Oh, I can make more stuff. I'm not, it was really my grandparents that wanted me to have it. So I feel like this is a good use of this thing. I'm not a super
Yeah.
material person.
Totally fair.
Then I think this is a good plan. We'll travel along the river, attempt to barter or trade for a boat, or scavenge one if there's an abandoned boat.
Or if we find river traffic that is going in our direction, simply hire passage on a boat.
Indeed, although I do worry about whoever it is we hire.
Less so than just wandering through Rivertown, in my opinion.
Well, either
Okay.
way, we should head towards the river.
Towards town.
Okay, so you guys are going to cut a little bit south to hit the Forest River and then follow the Forest River to the Long Lake with the goal of seeing if there is a human settlement where you could get a boat to buy, steal, whatever, and get on the river.
And or an abandoned elven boat if there happens
Yeah.
to be one along the way.
Yeah, mention it if there is just a boat drifting down the river.
Cool.
I mean, given that the elves left in such haste, who knows? There might be a boat ditched on the bank somewhere, or
Okay, awesome. Everybody go ahead and give me a luck check with disadvantage. So roll twice and take the lower and then put in the chat for me.
take the
Um,
higher, I guess.
Tell me what
works.
disadvantage means again. I'm sorry.
Roll the 10s die twice, take the worst one.
So 1, 2, 3 successes.
And I
Silas
failed.
fail and Drifter.
Drifter
also
Also
success.
success.
Jesus.
So Silas is the only one that was a fail.
Wow.
Out of the 5.
You guys are lucky motherfuckers. All right. So I'm going to give you a choice here.
Good, we've been doing so well with those.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm all about that. I fully didn't expect you to get 4 successes on those checks and 1 hard success. So you can luckily find a abandoned elven boat.
Hey,
There's going to be a cost. Hang on. Don't yay yet. Or you can luckily happen upon a community of fisher folk that you can barter with, etc. If you luckily happen upon a elven boat, everyone's luck will zero out.
Nope.
It's
If
awfully
you
expensive.
if you luckily happen upon a human settlement, everyone will take a 1d10 hit to their luck.
Sorry,
So,
Melrain, I know that you would really prefer the elven boat. 0 luck is
Yeah, that sounds
nonsense.
bad.
I mean,
Well,
whatever.
I'm
you got
gonna-
1d10 every game.
right. So
I'm
your luck
gonna
would
go with the
become
fisher folk.
5.5. How
Yeah,
how
my vote
good
is fisher
an
folk.
elven boat?
Do we just, is this just going to be a group vote? Is that, I'm good with that.
wait, are we paying for this human boat or happening upon this human boat?
You're going to happen upon the settlement, and then you'll have to talk to them to get the boat itself. Or you could just fuck off and go to Lake Town.
I think we should buy the human boat for the was it 10 luck hit each?
It was
One-
a
one
1d10.
D10.
1d10, so 5.5 luck each. That's, man, the elf boat is really cool, but that's such a cost.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
30 points of
60.
luck right now.
39 for me.
I
If
have,
we
Yeah,
could-
I
luck
have
is
a
too
lot of
luck is
luck.
useful, and that puts us in a position where we
Yeah.
can't fix like a terrible screw up.
Agreed. That's
All
the
right.
big problem.
By the way, Eric, I love the idea of being able to spend luck to do things like this. I think that's a really cool sub.
I mean, I have no intention of giving you an elven boat because of how easy that is going to make everything else. So it's got to be expensive as shit.
Fine, fine.
I'm
human
sorry,
boat
wait,
it
wait,
is.
wait, wait.
Well, now I think we should get the elven boat.
Why is an elven boat so good?
It just like it has.
Canoe. The canoe.
I mean, Melrain could probably tell you, like, it doesn't necessarily navigate itself in a highly intelligent way, but it's like if you all go to sleep and take a nap, it'll like find the best path on its own. Like it's fucking elven magic. Like everything's better with elves.
There are
Yeah,
elven
yeah.
stories of boats. Stories just about boats.
I will go with group consensus. I'm okay with zeroing out luck for the awesome elven boat if there is a majority.
Well, I mean, I think going for the human town is what I.
I'm kind of liking the magic boat that makes everything easy. I don't know.
Eric's going to take that boat from us. You know that he's going to take that
Oh,
boat
I'm not going to
away.
keep it. No, of course not.
Again, put a bunch of ranks and pilot elven boat. You'll definitely get a replacement if this one goes away.
Yeah. Nope.
I'm gonna go with human settlement for me. That's my vote.
Yeah, settlement.
Elven boat for me.
How do we replenish our luck again?
1d10 a
At
game.
the end of each session, you roll to see if you pass your luck check, in which we would obviously all fail at 0 luck, and then you would get back 1d10. So it'd be 1d10 luck gained every session.
It is a
probably.
huge cost.
Yeah, it's a massive cost.
It will take us 10 games to replenish our luck to where it is now. No, it's more than that. It'll take us something like 15 games statistically to get back to our current luck.
I mean, it depends on who you're talking about.
It does, but if our luck is at 50 right now,
It's
it'll
not.
I'm clear.
Fine,
I'll
let's
cast
do
my
the
vote,
human
but I will
boat.
go with-
This is an adventure.
What did you say, Malren?
I say, like, as nice as that elven boat is, like, we just can't. We
Yeah.
don't know what's gonna come down the road. We've got to deal with these blue wizards at the end of this, and we really want them to help us. So
Gosh, what could we trade that
Struggle.
boat for though?
Right?
this
Right?
awful
What if we
human
take the
stuff.
boat and the elven wizards or the blue wizards are like, no, pound sand, and we're like, well,
We got a
What?
boat.
Guys, elven boat.
you can take a nap in it and it will still take you where you're going.
Except that we're not going to have it.
I was gonna say, which is good as long as we are
They
going
already
along the
do that
waterways.
to any boat that they have. So it's probably not going to be super special to them to have
Unless
an
they're
elven
very
boat.
lazy.
Fill
in
an
which
elven
case-
boat.
Okay, wait. So it sounds like we already have three again. Like, right? Drifter, Silas, Mox are all human settlement. Is that true?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
that's fine. Then.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's settled. Yeah.
Human settlement. All right, so 1d10 off the luck.
It hurts, but
Oh,
no
I'm
else
gonna be
does.
pissed if
rolled
I
an
roll a 10 on my d10.
I
That
rolled
was
an
the
8 on
last one.
mine.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Six.
I rolled
This
a
has already been a
9.
very expensive game on my luck.
8. Oh,
The best part's gonna be when your luck doesn't refresh and you're sitting at like 10 luck.
I'm at
Without an
22
elven
right
boat.
now.
Ooh, dang.
that's 31. But, better than 0.
Man, I think we should have taken that elven boat.
We should have taken the elven boat.
No.
We will rue this decision.
Well, I have a luck of 43 still, so
Well, that's
Oh,
good. That's good.
more
We
expensive
we
to do
we
than
take
Blue
that.
it's like, well, I'll just spend more luck to get things done.
Okay,
Alright.
so you guys happen upon a little fishing settlement. Doesn't even have a name, it's like 5 little huts on the edge of the river. No dock or anything. They just like pull the boats up out of the water onto the shore of the river of the Forest River. You all come out of the forest. Give me a general like vibe of how you're approaching. Is Silas just going to be like friendly? Like,
It's his standard, the way he approached
Onto-
Radagast,
yeah.
the way it's just like he's just waving like a big idiot.
Cool.
But we're
Uh,
just
I don't know what
saying
you
that
guys
we
are
want a
doing. That-
boat. We're not saying like that we're trying to carry this ring east. We just say we're looking for a boat.
But think of the way Glorfindel agree to people and do the exact opposite. Just don't tell people. And
Okay, Silas, so you're waving. You see like a handful, like 3 women kind of come out of some of the huts. A couple of them have young children with them. They're looking at all of you. They seem apprehensive. You're, 5 armed, well, 6 with Radagast, armed people on horses coming out of the forest. They look up at you and Silas. What's your pitch?
Silas is gonna hop down off his horse and start walking over like, hey,
You should take his
We're
little
not-
kid with him.
yeah, can I say that Trudale like hops on my back as
Yeah.
I'm heading over?
Okay.
So I'm like walking over at
piggyback.
Trudale, like piggybacking.
Cool.
And I'm like, hey, we're obviously not from around here. Would you be willing to trade for some boats? We would very much like to get out on the river here. We have goods to trade.
Okay, cool. Is anyone gonna do anything to help Silas with this initial pitch?
He's doing fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
I rolled a perception check
Okay.
to see how these people would like what would sell them on this thing.
Oh, cool. Love it.
And I am going to use 1 point of luck to make that an extreme success.
Holy shit.
So as we're approaching, yeah, I guess you're telling Silas like, hey, angle like to go for this or whatever, as simple as you can explain it to Silas.
That's why I told you to take Trudale with you, because I knew
We'll
the
say
kid.
that was the
Love
her advising to take Trudale was the help. I'll say.
Cool.
Yeah. That-
Okay,
that
go
checks.
ahead and roll with advantage, Silas. Persuasion.
Ooh, that was good to start. Oh yeah, we'll take the first. We'll take the first one. We'll take the 32 and not the
Nice.
92.
Ooh,
So that's a hard success.
awesome. Okay, they kind of soften up as you approach them. They chat with you. Melrayan, looking around, you're like, oh my gosh, they could like use this and this and this. You start rummaging in your packs. You guys do a deal with them. No problem. Melrayan, you don't have to give up very much of your material at all. Like, it's like they primarily need like metal type goods, to make fish hooks and spears and nets and whatnot. So yeah, you guys do a deal and you get yourselves a reasonably river worthy fishing boat. Realistically, they bought this in Lake Town, so it's not like hand carved out of the forest wood sort of thing. So it's actually pretty functional. It is barely big enough for the 6 of you. Obviously, it's not going to account for the horses. But actually, I mean, if you guys just want to give them you give them your horses, that's like a done deal. And they'll load you up with food and all kinds of supplies as well in exchange.
That's not a bad idea.
yeah,
I feel like we should get 2 boats for that, though.
yeah.
They don't have 2 boats to give is the problem. Like they just don't have it. Now if you wanted to have them be the go-between, like send them to Lake Town, have them get another boat, bring it back, give them you might be able to do like a kind of complicated maneuvering. Yeah,
A
exactly.
lot of moving parts, though.
It is a lot of
Yeah,
moving
and
parts.
No real benefit other than our comfort, which we've already established is not of paramount importance.
Yep, and then it puts
I
us in
think-
contact with these people for longer, which puts them
Yeah.
at greater risk. It's basically
Right.
antithetical to our whole.
Would it be plausible for us to have the horses like walking along the bank by a rope and us in
Yeah.
the boats, or is that?
Yeah, no, it's plausible. It's just that's going to
No, it's not.
negate a
It'll s-
massive amount of the advantage of having a boat.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
slow us down substantially.
I say
Right.
just turn the horses over.
Sucks, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Could we get?
Okay, great. You guys get your boat. They're happy to load you down with like salted fish and cheese and milk
So
and like
Are
the
we
stuff that
planning
they're
on
able to
avoiding
produce.
Lake Town entirely? Are we gonna like drag these boats across the land to avoid going through Lake
So
Town?
Lake, you coming out of the Forest River into Long Lake. Lake Town is like in the middle of the lake, so you could
Gotcha, so
easily
we could
go
just, like,
from
go around
there
the edge of
to
the
the
lake.
running, to the running river, and not get close to the town.
Take the bypass.
Got it.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Cool.
All right, so we're ditching the four-legged creatures and putting all the stuff in a boat.
What could possibly go wrong?
Wish it was an
And I
elven boat.
think that we've
If
got
only
to
it were an elven
close.
boat.
We've got to close on Mock saying what could possibly go wrong.
Fair.
Very fair.
That is great. Cool. Okay, everybody, roll your luck to replenish a 1d10.
We've got to fail our luck roll before.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm
that,
sorry.
uh,
That's right. Yeah, you
That's
roll.
that
crazy.
92 definitely fails my luck check.
Yep. 42
So
fails
fail
mine.
means you're rolling.
Oh, 10.
Oh,
I got a
no,
whole
I
1
went
point.
under, so okay, I'm good.
What if a match?
Roll the 9. We should have taken the elven boat.
A match is a
if you-
success, right?
If you match, that's a success, so you do not get the bump.
Dang. Can I spend luck?
And
I'm
he's
kidding,
been
I'm
lu-
kidding.
I think I'm
Fail
gonna
your
say
luck check
no
to
on
advance.
that one.
Yeah,
That's a little too.
You spend luck to fail your luck check
Uh-huh.
to advance your luck. Yeah, that seems a little circular.
Ooh.
You could spend luck.
No, I mean, it should be fine.
luck
So
Oh wait, we'll just lower my luck
he
roll.
spends his
to
1 point of
because-
luck, which increases his roll, but his luck is lower now, so still.
Yeah, you're right. You're
nice.
right. This is actually.
Oh
the
yeah,
opposite.
every point you spend would lower your roll by 1 and your target by 1, so you would never actually hit your
It's a
target,
2-point swing. That's not good.
wouldn't
No,
it?
right.
It's not a swing because you.
Oh, you're wanting to raise your.
Right.
roll,
It'd be
which
bad.
mechanically
It'd be bad.
exists.
What would possibly go wrong?
Yeah,
What could possibly go wrong? Okay, great. You guys got a human fishing boat and lots of
Also,
food and supplies.
At this point, if it's been like 2 days, like we had 2 days of travel, you said we were 2 days
Yep.
away from the Elven settlement.
Yep.
I rolled for it. Silas is back up to full health.
Oh, cool. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
And can Nick and I look over the boat, just to Nick mainly, since he has good woodworking skills, to make sure it's all in good repair.
Yeah, let's try to do that next game. We'll start with that.
Okay.
Good game, everybody. We have a
This was really
plan
fun.
going forward.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, that
Been
was
great.
that was a lot of
great
fun for me.
role-playing.
You guys had
Yeah.
like I was barely necessary. You guys just like role played the hell out of that session, which was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I had a blast.
Yeah,
that
with
was fun.
all the role play stuff there. That was
Yep.
great.
Very cool. Okay, great. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Hey,
I'm on a boat.
bye.
I'm on a boat.
Bye.